Good afternoon and welcome to the presentation of MarketSpace, the global commercial and financial platform that was hosted by Vadim Komarov on November 11th of 2020. My name is Oleg Lipovetsky and I will be translating on behalf of Mr. Komarov. Mr. Komarov speaking. Good afternoon, dear colleagues and friends, and welcome to the presentation of our global MarketSpace platform, during which I will discuss the three key most important notions of success. Firstly, it will allow for many to instantly create their own business and promote it further with the help of Gem4Me MarketSpace platform. Secondly, we will also discuss how to invest in order to receive very high profits. And lastly, a notion that many are worried about today, daily profits. We will discuss these three key features in utmost details today. To begin, let's take a look at how to successfully conduct business. There are several crucial aspects that are needed nowadays. First one being that the business has to be present online. So the notions that are a must and all are provided by our platform are as follows. Firstly, it is scaling your business online. Product advertising and services for maximized amount of users. Profitable product placement in our market space. Modern marketing tools that are offered. Instant payments. Educating employees, and direct communication with potential clients. Moreover, as of today, here's what the application already offers. Gem4Me Messenger that already combines all of the best, most in-demand functions that other messengers offer and continues to receive new ones as well. It is also a built-in global commercial market space platform. The functionality of our application is of very high quality and is very modern today. Here is how our application is depicted in the Play Market, and you can download it with much ease. As you can see, we currently have 12+ million of downloads and more than 40,000 current reviews. Here's how a market is depicted in MarketSpace. While there are no limits on how many stores and products one can have, which will allow you to scale your business all over the world, not just in your region or country. Another important notion to mention is the world-class developers that are creating the application, Synesys. It is very well known in the IT world with its digital creations worth billions of dollars, some of which include the Viber Messenger and Playtika gaming platform, both of which were sold for $1 billion and $4.4 billion respectively. It employs only high-class developers and programmers, 30 of which are working strictly on our Gem4Me platform. Furthermore, this table depicts all the competitor messengers compared to our Gem4Me and the capabilities. As you can see, our application is up to par in every aspect and even surpassing on some, as the maximum amount of participants is 10,000 in our application. Hence, if you have a store, you can instantly notify 10,000 people of a particular product that has just become available. Moreover, our project is not just a messenger and a commercial platform, but rather it is a whole ecosystem with numerous internal capabilities and even third-party services, such as financial transactions, crypto trading, passport for one-time verification, public channels, and much more. Our main goal is to offer more than other messengers currently do, as users seek convenience, simplicity, and profits, and we made it possible. Our commercial platform can host any business and entity and allows them to further develop and promote their business, from schools to government entities. Our application is versatile and connects people, while offering them plenty more capabilities apart from just communication. And now, let's discuss the next part, venture investing. Let's review this illustration that Mr. Robert Kiyosaki called the square of monetary flow. On the left, we have those who work for hire and self-employed, while on the right, we have businessmen and investors, while only 10% of all the money is distributed to the left, while the remaining 90% goes to the right. Any person who wishes to join the right side, although it is very hard as it requires large entry amounts. But today, we will discuss how to transfer to the investor square from any of these three squares. As of today, each one of these two sides are also asking themselves quite different questions given the situation in the world. The for-hire workers are worried about how will they survive a crisis. They need money urgently and how to earn on a high profitability market. while those who are self-employed and entrepreneurs are also worried about how to invest in the prospective project on the market of IT, how to save and multiply their capital, and how to legalize their funds. In common investing practice, at the minimum amount, one can begin investing with amounts starting at $100,000. However, today I will also discuss a legally protected project that allows you to start investing with much less amounts and join that square of investors. Therefore, I will discuss what a venture project is today. It is a high-risk project that could yield potentially astronomical profits. I will also discuss the various stages of venture projects as well. So let's assume you have money to spare and invest. It is not smart to invest all of your funds in one notion. The risk to lose your funds is very high at that point. Diversification of assets is important. While banks, for instance, offer 3 to 5% profitability, real estate 3 to 6% per year growth. These are considered low risk. Medium risk would be major and well-known companies like Facebook, Tesla, and others that offer up to 15%, but the risks are also higher. And lastly, there are venture projects that offer astronomical amounts to potential profits, although the risks there are also very high. Venture projects have various stages to them, from initial seed stage to development, growth, expansion, and sale. The later you invest in a project, the less risks there are and the higher the investment cost is. And yet, that does not apply to our project today. As we are currently in the expansion stage, our product is ready and is being used. By purchasing shares of our project today, you are already in the money and your risks are medium, similar to large and well-known companies. Our project's goal is to create a global commercial and financial platform on the foundation of Gem4Me Messenger, to monetize it, promote it, and sell it. After the sale, all the profits will be distributed between the shareholders in accordance to the packages of shares and classes of shares in their portfolios. And now our project stages are to create an attractive mobile application, to increase the user base to 50+ million of users, which we are currently working on, to sell a successful application to a large company or a trust, and to distribute the received funds between all the shareholders. In reality, today's crisis is much more serious, and yet it works for our benefit, as this current crisis is not just financial but also is a pandemic, which forces for all the businesses and productivity to go online and on the internet. And now more and more people all over the world are making purchases online. As you can see, this slide depicts the comparison of Dow Jones Index during the rising crisis of 2008 and 2020. The previous economic crisis allowed for companies that work with people and collect their data to raise in the ranks, such as Avito, Tinkoff, Viber, Instagram, Snapchat, and many others. All of these companies were launched during the period of 2008 through 2010, during the world's financial crisis, which everyone thought was devastating back then. Currently, there is an explosion of online services and e-commerce, as today's crisis is much more serious, and yet it works for our benefit, as this current crisis is not just financial but also is a pandemic, which forces for all the businesses and productivity to go online, and now more and more people all over the world are making purchases over the internet. Here you can see the values of some of the most famous IT companies. There is a colossal demand for digital applications currently, as they offer buying and selling capabilities, financial services, and much, much more. As of today, our product is complete. Take a look at what IT giants we are currently amongst: Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and others. All of these were also venture projects that at some point started as an idea, and no one could guarantee that these projects would become worth billions. If someone would offer for you to contribute your funds to the development of any of these projects 10 or more years ago, it is rather predictable that 9 out of 10 would deny the opportunity, as not everyone is capable of foreseeing and making such a risky bet. Our application is also here, Gem4Me, our platform that will allow for us to generate your family capitals today. Here are a few services that offer similar capabilities like our application does. For instance, Zoom. All of what it is capable is already included in our Gem4Me Messenger. It is an American communications technology company headquartered in California. The company was established in 2011, which makes it 9 years old today. The core effort was focused on paid business solutions, and the first million of users was achieved in May of 2013. The amount of users reached 10 million in June of 2014 and stayed the same amount until December of 2019. And given to the pandemic, the amount of users grew to 200 million of people in April of 2020. The company was valued at 1 billion in the beginning of 2017, and the market capitalization in April of 2019 reached 16 billion, and as of November of this year, it is at $129 billion. Additionally, Amazon is coming close to being worth $2 trillion. All of Amazon's functionality will also be offered in our application as well, although it will be more compact and convenient, as we are connecting the whole world of commerce through the smartphone. In addition, there is the sector of messengers, which are valued between $30 to $100 billion. While there are also marketplaces which are valued between $100 billion to $1 trillion. One of the most important advantages of ours is the fact that we operate in the niche that only has 2 competitors currently, where apart from us is only the WeChat Messenger, which however is limited to operating strictly within China, although it is currently worth $580 billion, and our Gem4Me platform can be used globally. This is the true strength of our platform. As of today, we have 12.5 million of current users of our application. Once we reach 50 million of users, we will begin negotiating the sale of the project, which is why there isn't much time left. All projects of this kind typically sell in 5 years after their initial launch. For instance, Viber and WhatsApp. Viber was sold 5 years after its development began for approximately $1 billion. WhatsApp was also about to be started in 2014, but it also so happened that Jim Getz invested $60 million into it at a stage to further promote it all over the world, which resulted in WhatsApp selling for $21 billion. Its functionality did not surpass Viber at all, but the promotional campaign worth $60 million resulted in the major growth of the user base and value for WhatsApp. That is the stage that is forthcoming for our application, a major promotional campaign all over the world in order to boost the user base, while we are currently at the 4-year mark and the platform is 93% completed. This is why we are anticipating for the sale to be carried out at some point in 2021. So here's what occurred over the course of last year. There were 5 million of shares of marketspace released in May of 2019 for sale to investors, and within 1 year, almost 4 million of shares were sold. The shares keep decreasing rapidly, and we are anticipating for them to run out sometime very soon. As of currently, our application has been audited several times by independent auditing companies, and last one was conducted by Doma Audits in Europe, and the value was conducted to be $500 million. The valuation was based on key notions, our functionality and the total amount of users at the time, which allowed to determine an average cost per one user. Given that the project is still being developed and is being worked on, the auditor also applied a reducing factor of 55%, which the final value determined at $464,696,000 as of June 2nd of 2020. I took on the liberty to count the value of our project without the reducing factor. Today, there are 12,551,320 of current users of the messenger, and the real value without a reducing factor is $891,143,720. That is, of course, without the marketspace portion of the application itself. Even with the reducing factor accounted for, the current value of $464 million over the course of just last year, our messenger option grew in value from $263 million to $464 million. That is $550,000 increase per day, regardless of any external factors such as the financial crisis or the pandemic. The speed of growth of our application is also increasing as our programmers are continuously adding new functionality, and the user base is also growing, with updates being released every 2 weeks. I am proud to announce that we are transferring to a new market sector, the sector of commercial platforms that is worth trillions. I know for a fact that today we are above the $30 billion benchmark, as our commercial platform is still in its final stages of development. And now, based on what I've told you so far, I would like to announce our offer to you. We are offering an ability to become a co-owner of a company, a shareholder during a final stage of financing and development. Our investing options available start at just €135, but no more than €100,000 for unqualified investors with the right of receiving profits, although without the right to manage the company itself. And let's discuss the numbers. What would happen if you purchase a package of shares today? Let's assume our application gets sold for €1 billion, as we are currently very close to this benchmark, and divided by the total amount of shares that were issued, 14 million. Based on this calculation, we receive €71.4 per one share. That is the approximate value of one share of our application if it was to be sold now, although we are not selling it just yet. We have a base package that costs €3,272 today. It provides you with 54 shares, and the average cost of one share today is about €60 or more. It is also important to note that the class of shares is 1. Therefore, €71.4 per one share is the first class of shares. From there, €71 will either be multiplied or divided by the class of shares you have. Your class of shares depends on the amount of your investment. If you were to invest this amount today, right away you are already profiting €3,873 and on €171 per share. You are already profiting 118% right away. Given that there are not many shares left, each week the price of the packages will increase by 1%. That is how venture financing operates. The later the project stage is, the more expensive its shares become. The next package that I included is the Super Package. It basically consists of 3 invest packages, although it does have a 5% discount, priced at €9,234 and comes with 162 shares in it, while the cost per share in the package is now €57. Most importantly, it already comes with coefficient of shares classes of 5. So, if you purchase a super package today, you instantly profit 623%. With the application being sold for €1 billion, you will receive €57,510. That is where real money is, and the calculation is based on the $1 billion sale, while we will not sell that low. Simply calculate how much you could receive if the application was to be sold for $5, $10, $30, or even more billion dollars. The next package is the Mega Package. It contains 6 invest packages, while the nominal cost per share in this package is now €45, and most importantly, the class of shares in this package is 10. Even if the application was sold for $1 billion, one share in this package will be worth €710. Multiply by the 400 shares that it comes with, and you receive €284,000 or 1,571% profitability. There are still a couple more packages as well. The Giga Package contains 700 shares with a nominal value of one share of €38. With the application getting sold at $1 billion, you will receive 1,852% profitability, aka €500,000 if you own this package of shares. Last but not least, we also have the VIP package, which costs $104,000, and yet it comes with 5,000 shares right away and class of shares 10. Last week we sold 5 VIP packages to 5 different investors. With the application getting sold at $1 billion, the owner of this package will receive €3.5 million profit. These are serious profits, which is why we have investors from Japan, Australia, United States, and Canada, as well as many other countries who are purchasing these packages. Moreover, those who do purchase a VIP package also automatically become a member of an exclusive VIP Club 5000. And here are some of the exclusive advantages offered with this club. You have a private group with a board of directors for communicating in the Gem4Me Messenger, a unique club member logo in your business center of an investor, regular, closed private meetings with members of the board of directors to discuss strategy and tactics for creating and developing the application further, closed meetings with leading developers and marketers to get familiarized with all the aspects of development and promotion, briefings with legal departments regarding opening bank accounts in other countries, private meetings with realtors for properties abroad, and lawyers that offer assistance in obtaining citizenships of other countries such as Cyprus, Spain, Italy, Malta, St. Lucia, and others, and offline meetings with the board of directors during international conferences and corporate holidays. Moreover, even if you don't have such amounts to invest, we also have 3 more packages: Premium, Biz, and Go. The prices are lower, while the classes of shares are also lower, although it is still an investing opportunity to become a co-owner of the company and being listed in the registry of shareholders, as well as it allows you to start conducting your business from home and receive daily profits, as well as a way to grow your portfolio of shares from home. Investors who purchase a package of shares and start promoting our project from home by inventing and attracting new investors start receiving monetary bonuses and in shares as well. Since our project is for the people, its participants can also partake in its promotion, and when they attract new investors, they receive monetary rewards and additional shares. If you start promoting our project, you start earning in our venture project. Even if you invite an investor who purchases the smallest package for €136, you yourself will receive 1 share and €19 as a reward. If you were to attract an investor who purchases an invest package, you would receive 27 shares and €600. If your investor purchases a VIP package, you as a sponsor would receive €21,600 and 2,500 shares. These are the opportunities that our project offers, and those shareholders who do decide to actively promote the project this way do earn quite great amounts each week. For instance, over the course of last week, we had 36 partners from 9 countries with earnings of more than €1,000, 21 partners from 6 countries with more than €2,000, 5 partners from 4 countries with more than €5,000, and 3 partners from 2 countries with earnings of more than €10,000 in a matter of just 1 week. So, to summarize, our project has one of the best legal companies to maintain its legal compliance with the law. We have a completed product available for download in Play Market, Apple Store, and App Gallery for Huawei devices. Its widespread use of the project, as there are more than 12,500,000 users in 163 countries of the world currently. Our developer, Synesis, is a world-class developer and has a professional team of more than 30 developers working on our Gem4Me. Successful experience in previous projects such as Viber, which was sold for 900 million, and Playtika sold for 4.6 billion in 2016 are some of the developments that Synesis has created previously. The rapidly growing IT market has similar companies sold for billions of dollars. We also have a support by a multi-million army of fans spread all over 163 countries of the world. Scalability due to entrepreneurs, as platform currently hosts 1,753 markets. Prospective growth and value, as estimated value of our Chinese alternative is $580 billion currently, and the expected profitability of 5,000% or more. And the value of the business grew by 10 times in just 4 years, from $47 million to $465 million. While negotiations of a sale will begin once the application reaches 50 million users or more. And lastly, becoming an investor is quite simple with us. You will simply have to create an account to purchase the shares, choose your desired investment amount, for example, an invest package, Finalize your order and pay for the chosen package of shares, after which you simply have to submit the required documents for verification to be enlisted in the registry of shareholders. In conclusion, our project is now on its final stretch. Join, invest, and become more affluent. Such opportunities do not emerge each day, and this is the chance to become rich and establish a family capital for yourself and your family. Make your decision, and we await you. Thank you for your time.